Okay. Live.
W's in the fucking shot. What's up with you? How you been? How you doing, man?
I did.
Able to get them out that very day. Not a lot of times.
Come, don't let me get camera for here. Jesus Christ. Mute my Jesus. What the fuck is going on?
I just see your bad head. Just show us bald head for you.
Who is that? Who they talk? Majid. Why you not say
I
MX? I've been waiting.
Why is my
Come.
name MX?
I don't know. I've not talked now. If you
I
edit your
indicated my name there now.
name.
Can I edit it? It's Magic Kryptonite there now.
No, I'm
It's,
seeing MX. So.
No, MX is someone else. Good evening, boss. I greet
Oh,
you
okay.
guys.
Oh.
Yeah, good evening.
I can't even see myself up there. Or is it
I
because I'm
can't see
using
you.
my
I
mobile
can't see you.
phone?
That's true. I can't see you.
Probably it's
Wait,
because
so
I'm
this is
using
not a
my mobile
video.
phone.
This is not a video live, Abi. It's just a voice stuff.
It is also a video live because we say live, so
How you want make only
we
me to
can
show my
also.
face like this?
Okay, my face is already here. Majid, thank you for being here. You are highly welcome for being here. I'm waiting for Melissa. I think she will be our host for tonight's live. So I don't know. Midali, what's up, man? Midali.
Yeah, we can go live without waiting for any person.
Okay.
Yeah, the person joins. Can't be waiting for the person. Who goes
Okay, I think without wasting time, I just think that maybe we can just Tonight. So now I think I'll just kind of moderate the whole thing and start. Um, welcome Majid, and welcome Uche Crypt. Also my speakers here, my special guest Francis. I see you, my Francis, my boss. You're highly welcome, man. I see you. Yeah, EMMX. You're highly welcome. So tonight we're going to be talking about it's actually I call it a direction because it is actually meant to tell people like okay what the direction for this year because this year just started. So we're also in this life I want to create a kind of an awareness. Number one, we're creating awareness. Okay, see, this is actually what we are, this is what actually what we or we are saying as an individual are actually going to be doing this year. Now, in this life, there are two things we are actually going to be discussing about. Number one is, you know, how how was last year? When someone say how far, just like how was last year for you? What are the mistakes, or you feel like, oh, these are the things you feel like I should have done last year, but I didn't do it. And how do you think that you can actually do it this year to become better? Or what are the things you feel like, okay, had even I don't have I've done this in that last year, I mean, I would have been much better, or I would have been in a better position than where I am today. Obviously, everyone here, we thank God for last year. On me personally, I thank God for last year, man. God did a lot for me last year, but also I feel like there are things I should have done better. So without wasting time, I would like to hear from one of my special guests here. I'll start with think I'll start with Majid. So, Majid, let me say again, you are highly welcome to the space. You're one of the most prominent guy, especially in crypto, like in the crypto space, and also in Nigeria as a whole. So, if anybody let's say, if anybody enter this Twitter now and say, okay, Majid, and the person don't know Majid, man, I feel like the person just they start. I mean, the person is just it's just a newbie. Or there doesn't even know about. But if anybody enters Twitter today, just call Majid. The person knows Majid. So Majid, we would like to hear from you. Uh, what do you think, or how was last year? Let's say how are you? How was last year? Um, how did last
Okay.
year impact your life, and what should have done better, and how do you intend to improve yourself, or so that people can learn from you? And also me, I want to also learn from you because I want to be big like you. Honestly, I want to be big like you. Just show us the way. What you plan to do this year. Okay,
Am I
you
am
can
I
now.
big?
Oh, you're big, oh. If I just become like you, I don't achieve them. I don't like just like you. That's okay for.
It's okay. I,
Okay,
I actually wanted to transfer this live section to my PC, so I can
okay,
able to have other features, so I can get to turn on my camera because it's not working on my phone. I think I'm using Safari, and it's actually bridging. So I just want to connect my Starlink and move this live to my PC. So from my PC to do this whole thing. That's what I was trying to do before you wanted me to speak. So someone else can just proceed while I just set this up on my PC, then I'll come back. Okay, just give me a few
okay,
minutes. Just few
okay,
minutes. Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. While we wait for Majid, then I think we should just go to our next speaker. This is another prominent, a big person in this crypto space, man. Whenever I look at this guy, I feel like, man, God, I want to. You know, when you look at somebody, you say, God, I want to be like this person. I want you to give me zeal, like how the person walk, how this person actually reacts. And my life is actually very simple. Although, what I say before now, I always think if I can actually do the same thing a millionaire is doing, or let's say this person's life, like I just have to live with this person, do what exactly, maybe wake up. If this person is waking up by 6, I will have to wake up by 6. If it's waking up by 10, I have to wake up by 10. If person is saying A, I have to say A. If this person follows this type of woman, I have to follow this type of woman. I just feel like if you just do it, it might just end up becoming like this person. So this is kind of person. This the person I'm trying to call now is someone that I always look up to. I just feel like maybe if I just keep doing what this guy is doing, I might just become where I want to be. So I want to call on Uche. He's also building 2 amazing projects for us. You know, yeah. I want us to tell us how was last year, how far last year, and tell us what you made. What was the mistake you made last year, and how do you intend to make this year a better and a bigger one for yourself so that we can learn? So, Uche, you have the mic.
Right. Good day, everyone. So talking about how last year was for me, I'm going to say it wasn't a smooth ride because obviously life wasn't meant to be a smooth ride. It wasn't a smooth one actually, but I achieved a lot of my goals last year, and there are some I didn't also achieve. So first off, I'm a creator. I'm a content creator, so I make videos around um, cryptocurrency and finance and everything around finance and the rest of that, and how you can make money from all of these things. Um, Last year, we expected some amount of growth. That was because we've been in the game possibly 2 years plus now, and then we expected that we were going to grow higher than we did in 2024. Well, we turned out to be not correct because we didn't get to the level where we grew in 2024. Yeah. So again, sometimes when you look at it, you feel sad, you feel it didn't work out so well. But I'm not sure I looked at it that way, because the fact that I had the huge growth in 2024 doesn't mean 2025 was obviously going to be as maybe possibly bigger or something. So in terms of my reach, my growth, and the rest of that, when it comes to creating content and the rest of that, I would say last year was pretty medium. It wasn't as good as I expected. But then again, we go on with everything this year. Another thing, one thing that stood out for me in 2025 was the fact that I started thinking differently, and that was when I think I started attending events, and I got inspirations from some of the speakers and some of the persons I spoke with in that event, and that changed everything for me. Now I saw a need to start building stuff in the crypto space. Now, mind you, I have been building. I have had plans to actually build things over the years, but it hasn't been as pressing as it was last year. And what actually happened was, after those series of events, it turned out to be like a pressing need for me to actually do so. And then I came up with series of ideas, created these ideas, and then yeah, went into execution. And right now, we are currently building 2 products in crypto, which in the next few months, you guys will get to hear about it. In the next few weeks, actually, you guys will get to hear about it. We are currently still in development phase. Close, maybe very soon we are going to be done. Yeah, very, very soon we are going to be done, and it will be live. Now, that's on the product side of what we are building. I'm going to also give you more reasons why we are building some of these things. But I'm also going to analyze what it feels like for cryptocurrency, the crypto market for me, because I'm also a trader, and that's where I make most of my money. But last year wasn't also a smooth one too when it comes to trading, and that's because 2025 we thought it was going to be the bull market. It ended up not becoming the bull market, and then most of my investments didn't go so well. A few things I learned from that is, or possibly mistakes and stuff I learned from that, because I got burnt a lot. On the 10th of October, when we had that huge crash in the crypto market, I lost around $45,000. 2 weeks before that, I already lost around $25,000. So now, what was the lesson I learned from this? The lesson I basically learned was whenever whenever you're trying to do something, never go all in. Now, when I'm saying all in, I'm talking about trading specifically. Always have in mind that this could actually go wrong and you might end up losing money. And I never thought about that because I felt possibly what I was investing in was less risky. When you talk about the top 50 cryptocurrencies, most of them were less risky, and there's no chance that these tokens are going to crash by 50, 60, 70% in a day. But it happened on October 10th, and it ended up becoming a nightmare for me. So one lesson I've learned is whenever you're going or whenever you're trading or you're trying to buy a particular token, make sure you're investing what you can afford to lose. I invested what I could not afford to lose, and it affected me so much. Another lesson is sometimes the way you predict things might end up not becoming how it's going to turn out. Yeah, last year we expected the bull market. I mean, every person expected the bull market, just like it has always been the 4-year cycle. But it wasn't the outcome. Every person was wrong. I would say most persons were wrong, and I was also wrong. And maybe because of my decision or my action, I think that was the mistake I made, and then it affected my portfolio dearly. But then again, this is the crypto space, and you obviously would lose money. You're going to make money. It's just how you actually plan yourself that is the most important thing. At your lowest point, if you give up, then that should obviously be the end for you, right? So one thing I've learned, because obviously I'm actually immune to losses. There's absolutely nothing I'm going to lose right now that I would be worried, but that would make me depressed, and then I won't even come back again. There's no amount of money I'm going to lose right now that will make me not come back again. I'll obviously come back regardless of anything. And that is where the knowledge part comes in. When you know what you're actually doing, what I'm going to tell you, once you understand what you're doing, it is easy for you to replicate that same thing. When you don't understand what you're doing, that's when maybe you had it down for you. Just remain there and then you stop doing all of those things. So this is pretty much what how my year went in 2025. And concerning the product you are building, part of the reason why we are building these things is I actually interact with my audience and I know what they like and what they don't like. So what we want to do is to try to solve some of these problems for them, and that is why we are coming up with some of these products. And we think it's a product that could be revolutionary for the space, where it could reach out to wider audience, and it's going to help a lot of persons make money. At the end of the day, if whatever you're doing is not helping people make money, then what's their sense of it? So we are trying to create an edge for users to actually make money. I'm not going to talk much about that. Just stay tuned. In the next few weeks, we should be going live. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Uche. Okay, one thing I grabbed is first off, people say, make sure you invest or do your own research or invest what you can afford to lose. But the truth is that many people don't actually invest in how much they want to lose, how much they are willing to lose, because when you are so sure, you'll be like, what if I just put the whole money and it just multiply? So what if? Oh, I think maybe Usha is trying to tell us that maybe he learns it the hard way. Invest what you can only afford to, especially in trading. Because like I remember me personally, can remember feeling like, okay, this coin, and there's many coins I long. There was a time I long almost many coins, feeling like, man, it can never go below. I was even you saw a very low leverage with no stop loss. I was feeling like, man, this coin can never go below this price, and I was still liquidated in it. So always the thing there is always this year you plan to maybe invest wiser. Plan wiser before you invest. And also know what you're investing in is very important, because people just follow other people because they say that you go there, okay, invest. So I think one thing we are learning from Moshe this year is, okay, that this time you make a better decision in terms of investing, especially investment that has to do with trading. So thank you very much. Osho, we might still call you back, okay, to actually maybe for some question. But right now, maybe because of time, we are going to be calling. I think I saw Majid here. Majid is actually
Yeah,
back.
I am back.
So Majid,
I'm here now.
I've already speak before, so we would like to hear from you
I don't know
regarding
if it's your network, but you're breaking, or is it from my
Oh.
end? I don't know.
It's not from your end though. Even from my end, it's also breaking. It's also breaking.
Okay, you should actually check that. Yeah, check it.
But before we continue to Majid, I think I should say a few things before we enter Majid. So
Okay.
some of you guys may not know who Majid Kryptonite is. So make I hype him small because this guy now boss. Now let's take it back home. So where did Majid come from? Yes, how did Majid become? So if you follow Majid very well, you know that this guy does not just come out to just say things and he will just come and tell you guys things and just go. No. This is an influencer that when he's saying something, he's not joking about it. When he's pushing something, full force. If you check his Twitter and then you check his YouTube and then you check his TikTok, you can see the margin and the growth. It's not something that anybody can just wake up and do. No. Majid is someone that is intentional. When I mean very, very intentional about what he's doing and how he's doing it. So what I want you guys to do now is pay attention. This guy, I've actually been working with Majid for quite some time. I've learned a lot. Majid is someone that when he says something and then he means it, he does it. He goes the extreme end. He used to call himself the immortal. That means no one can stop you. No one can kill your energy. So it's good that we have him here because what he's about to tell you, I would love for you to pay good attention. Even if you're already there, just pay attention. You may collect something from what Majid is saying. And God being so kind, Majid's already winning this year. For me, he's already at the start of the race. So, Baba, you go share us out for how you take do and you go let us know what you they cook. So, Majid, the floor is yours, man.
Not bad guy. Good day, everyone. My name is Majid Kryptonite, and I'm a crypto trader, a Web3 creator, and also one of the early voices that's actually amplifying the future of crypto and fintech in Africa. And for those who knows me, I have spent the last few years building communities, analyzing trend and helping users navigate the world of cryptocurrency, okay, digital payments and financial innovation, okay. And people are aware about my professional role, okay, as the co-founder and CMO of TokiCard AI, a fintech payment platform, okay. For those of you who do not know what TokiCard is a virtual dollar card and a fintech payment platform designed to help users, especially, okay, in Africa, to make international online payments easily and instant, okay, and also without traditional banking barriers. We know how it is down here when it comes to banks and all of that. So I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be here. So there's a whole lot that is going to be spilled here today. Okay, how my crypto journey has been, the mistake I have made, and what I could do differently to actually do it better and all of that. So last year it was tough for most people. That same last year, people still made crazy amount of money. But to me, when I mean last year was tough, when someone say last year is tough, people just base their knowledge off, okay, money no come the way it's supposed to come. Life can be challenging. It's not about money. Most time, it's not about the money. There are other things, other factors that can also affect your performance in the market. You understand me? Personal issues and all of that. For me, I'll just go straight to the point. Last year, I made mistakes, and this year, I'm also going to make more mistakes. Yes, because those mistakes shaped me into what I am today. Okay, mistakes are necessary. It's necessary. When I put myself out there, I always tell myself the truth. Anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. So whenever I am sharing or promoting any project, I'm very intentional about it. I want to make sure that, yes, everyone gets to understand what that project is all about. And I love to carry my community along because my community made me who I am. I am nobody without my community. Those guys are keenly interested in the world of cryptocurrency. They are dedicated. Most of them are very intentional, just like myself. I know so many of them who are way successful than I am, 100 times more successful than I am. They were all my students. I taught them so many things about cryptocurrency. Okay. Now my journey in cryptocurrency has been so funny. Like it's so funny that I do not even want to bore you guys with all that conversation. But there's something you can learn from it as well. Okay, because I know people here listening to me and watching me right now. Most of you are aspiring to become a Web3 content creator. You want to put yourself out there, okay? Because nothing will change. Hear me, nothing will change if you do not do things differently this year. If you're doing the same thing you did last year and you still did not attain any result, then there's a problem. 365 days, you cannot be so unlucky. No matter how small that achievement is, you should have something that says, okay, this is what I achieved this year. That is why it is important as a youngster who is coming up, prioritize your time and set a goal for yourself. Even if you did not achieve all that goal, at least you achieve 20 to 30% of that goal. It is something. It is something. Hello?
Yeah, I can't see or hear anyone.
Okay. I think we just had a glitch there, but we are back. So yeah, we can hear you, Majid. You can continue.
Where did I stop?
Okay, so where we heard you last was when you were talking about, your growth and how you were, growing in the crypto space.
Okay. Okay, like I said, it's one hell of a story. I do not want to bore you guys with all that conversation, but I'll just be brief with it. Okay, I came into crypto space as life was hitting me left, right, center, because then that was 2019. I've been into crypto since 2016, 2017, but I didn't take it seriously like most people here listening to my voice. Okay. But 2019, that was when I decided to take it very serious, okay? Because something happened. 2019 was during the COVID-19, okay? The coronavirus and all of that, COVID-19. So it hit so many families, so many business crumbled, so many businesses shut down, including mine. I'm a businessman, a full-time businessman. I'm this kind of individual who had nothing. Like, I do not believe in anything that has to do with online money. That was how bad it was. I do not believe that you can actually make money with your laptop or your mobile phone. I am far from it. Like, I'm someone who came from, I tell myself that I am someone, I categorize myself as a caveman. Let me use that word. Okay. So I do not even have that mindset that someone can actually make money off social media or even make money with your laptop or your mobile phone. Because me, I'm a businessman, an Igbo businessman. I believe in Yemego Brongwa here. For those of you who do not understand Igbo, it means give me money, carry my goods. That is the kind of business I am familiar with. Anything way past that one, I don't know where they talk. That was how bad it is. But during COVID-19, 2019, the lockdown and everything, so many businesses closed, okay? Then I had someone, I think it was a South African female, who sent me a message on Facebook, trying to bring me on board on Million Money. There's one smart contract referral program then, Million Money. So she was trying to involve me because she saw that I was into comedy, because then I used to make comedy skit and all of that when I never still know what I want to do with my life, you know. So she tried to bring me on board. Several times this female will send me a message on Facebook. I ignore her. Okay, at the time I thought it was a scam. Okay, but then something happened. My business was not functioning. Nothing was moving. 2019, everything was shut down. I started spending the money I have saved over days. Okay, and then I was like, okay, let me just give this lady a. Then she told me everything about Million Money, and because then I used to run a WhatsApp TV then, so I was very active on WhatsApp. If I don't have views on WhatsApp, I used to have at least 10,000 WhatsApp status views per single post on WhatsApp. Okay, so I even started building my community, my crypto community, starting from WhatsApp for those who followed me since day one. So I gave her a listening ear. She told me about Million Money, and I decided to sign up. Okay, God may have it. It's not even up to 2 weeks. Okay, and I made over 8 million naira from Million Money sitting on top of my bed. That was when it dawned on me. I was like, what is this? 8 million naira in less than 2 weeks. Like how? Because then that Million Money has to do with Ethereum, Forsage, smart contracts and all of that. So it's like a smart contract whereby you refer individuals to join, and they will join with Ethereum. They will sign up with Ethereum. When they sign up, you get a commission when they sign up, and when they move to the next stage and all of that. It's just like a pyramid scheme, but it has to do with Ethereum and smart contracts. So when I made that money, like I said, remember I said I do have over 10,000 WhatsApp status views. So many individuals viewing my comedy then. When I presented Million Money to them, they were interested. And when I posted my link, they all signed up. With Ethereum, then Ethereum, I don't think Ethereum was ranging, it wasn't even up to $1,000. I think it was ranging around $500 to $300 then. Okay. So most individuals signed up. Okay, and we kept on going. That program lasted for almost 1 year. We kept on going, and we made good money from Million Money. That was when I started asking questions. Because when I want to sell my crypto, which is the Ethereum, which I've made from the Million Money smart contract, when I want to sell my Ethereum, people who buy this Ethereum from me, I was like, what if them they use this Ethereum they do? Why would someone be offering me such amount of money for just this coin? Why is that? Okay, you where they buy this Ethereum now, what do you want to use and do? Then I know nothing about futures trading. I know nothing about sports trading. I know nothing about Forex. I know nothing about P2P. All that I know nothing about. So I was curious to know, these guys giving me this money and taking my Ethereum, what are they using it for? That was when I started asking questions. And when I started asking questions, I started doing my research. I went on YouTube. I was watching different videos, day and night, non-stop. Because I don't know, when I'm locked in and I'm serious about something, okay, I go all out. So I actually want to get to the root cause of why these individuals were giving me money and taking my Ethereum. Okay, so that was what I was doing. So I started reading. And it was during that period, it was I discovered so many things along the way while doing all that of that. So then when I started to discover those things, I started to implement it. Those individuals buying my Ethereum, okay, for fiat, which is for Naira, I begin to, I decided to become a merchant. I decided to become a merchant. I started trading P2P as well because I've done my research about it. Now, to the extent, let me just cut the story short. Okay, I acquired so much knowledge while doing all this research. I acquired so much knowledge. It's still affecting me to the extent that anyone who was interested to learn about cryptocurrency, I will personally teach you for free. That was what I was doing. I will personally teach you for free because the knowledge was too much and I needed to offload it. So I started educating my WhatsApp community about crypto. Now we are no longer doing the smart contract. Now we are now doing crypto. That's what we are doing. Okay. Now the educational videos stay flying left, right, center. Stay flying left, right, center. When you talk about SafeMoon, SafeMass, AquaGold, Feg Inu, all those meme tokens, okay? We bought them. We learned how to use DEX. We learned how to use centralized exchanges. We learned how to use futures, spot trading, and all of that. All this, I was educating my community for free. For free. Hey, imagine I want to learn about crypto. No worry, come. I will educate you for free. Okay? Now, during that research, the knowledge we acquired, we started putting out videos. Now, the intention of putting out those videos was not to even make money. The intention of putting out those videos was not to be seen. The main purpose I started putting out educational content. If you go check my old account, you see all those educational content. All my content is filled with educational content. I was putting out those contents because I wanted people to see what I am seeing. I wanted people to understand how the crypto market actually works. So I started putting out this educational content. I can shoot over 4 to 10 different videos in a day, and I'm going to post all of it. In a day, for those who knows me, in a day. My WhatsApp status was on fire, So that was how, open that door. Give me a few minutes. So that was how this whole thing started. Me putting out these videos was not even intentional to start making money from it. I just want people to understand how the crypto market actually works and how they can actually position themselves in this crypto space. That was my intention, okay? I have been creating content, okay, from 2019 to 2026. From 2019 to 2026. And I am still doing it. Okay, now I created content for over 6 years. I never made a dime. Hear me, I never made a dime or even got any gig or promotional gigs for 6 years. And I kept on showing up. I never even knew that I could monetize my content and make money off it. I don't even know what gig was. I do hear that people get promotional gig, but I was not even interested. I don't even need the gig. I wasn't even interested because it's not my thing. If a project is good, I talk about it. If the project is going to benefit my community, I talk about it. It's a win for me. As long as my community is winning, I am excited. As long as my community is winning, I am happy. There's this kind of feeling I get when people walk up to me and be like, Majid, if not because of you, I for no day we are there today. Thank you very much. Money cannot buy that feeling. You see money, you know go fit buy am. So promoting content, putting out these videos for the past 6 years and not having any gig, it's not even something that I have even thought about. I just put out educational content for people to follow up the crypto market and understand how it actually works. It was just last 2 years, okay? Middle of last 2 years, which I started accepting gig. Okay, when I go to my message request, I see tons of messages. Over 75% to 70% of those requests, they are all gigs. I pick the best out of the best and shoot to my community as long as I know that, yes, this particular project will benefit my community, and this particular project is going to go a long way based on the long term. Okay. Now, when you talk about the mistakes I have made during my crypto journey, I am happy and I am excited that I actually made those mistakes. Like I said, it's those mistakes that have shaped me into what I am today. Without those mistakes, there's so many things I wouldn't have learned in the process. Because when we are buying the Safe Moon, Safe Mars, Aqua Gold, Feg Inu, even Shiba Inu, okay, my community could bear me witness. They were seeing over $100,000 in my wallet. This is what they take now 2019 to 2020. They were seeing it. My community that followed me since day one, over $100 and something thousand. But did we sell? We didn't sell. Diamond hands. If you cannot hold, you will not be rich as well. From 100K, that's some money turned to 30K. Don't worry, it go up again. Diamond hands, diamond hands. Don't get me wrong, it's good to diamond hands when you believe in a project very long term, okay? But it's good to always take out profit. From 100K, that money turned to 60K. The only thing I was able to withdraw from my wallet was $5,000, $5,000 to $6,000. That was what I was able to withdraw. It's crazy, but it happened. Okay, if you should go down to my page, you see those videos where I was showing my wallet then. Okay, you know, having that kind of amount of money as of 2020, it's crazy. And at that moment, I think when all this was happening, I was still squatting. I was still with my other sister. I was still squatting. Okay, but I was a fucking millionaire. I was a millionaire. So the experience of this crypto space, it's funny, it's exciting, it came with a whole lot of experience, okay? Which if I have a second life, I will still repeat those mistakes and also be in cryptocurrency, in this crypto space. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. So let me just stop here for now. Okay. If it's something I could do differently, you know, going back in time, if something I could do differently, I don't think there's nothing I want to do differently. I'll still do those same thing the same way I did it. Okay. Because it came with a whole lot of experience and it came with a whole lot of knowledge. If I had not, you know, involved myself with million money, I wouldn't have known about cryptocurrency. And if I have not lost over $100,000, I would not even know what DCA means, what dollar cost averaging means, okay, what diamond hands means, what liquidity sweep, what liquidity is all about. Okay, I won't even know anything about sex. I won't even know anything about debts. Okay, so those mistakes shape the mind for me to go research, because when bad things happen, I do not blame myself. I don't blame myself over bad things that happen. It is meant to happen. It is meant to happen. Okay, so those experiences shaped me into what I am today. If I had never had those bad experiences, I will not be here saying these stories, telling these stories that people who actually want to position themselves in cryptocurrency and how to get started. How would I advise them when I don't even have the experience? Because as someone who is starting, I know the experience which you're going to encounter. I know where it's going to be difficult for you and how to bypass that stage, because I have been there. I have had that experience. That is why I can come up here and advise you that, see, during your journey, you're going to experience this. And this is how you invade it. Not even avoid it. This is how you invade it and make it better to suit you and that situation you're currently in. Okay, so when I'm talking about going back in time and the experience I've had and the mistakes I've made, I will do everything the same way. I don't want anything to change. Okay, and this year I'm also making more mistakes. I always say this. Okay, someone who do not have that drive to take risk will never, hear me, will never accomplish anything great in his life. You see fear. You see fear. Fear is the teacher. And trust me, I do not miss class. I don't miss at all. So that's just it. I will stop here. Okay, so if you have any question, you can proceed and ask. Thank you.
Fucking shots. Thank you so much, Majid. Gee, that was awesome. That was wonderful. That was awesome. That was power impacting. I hope you guys are taking notes. So you see, when he's talking about fear, you will not understand. They say when you never go through that journey, you no go understand anything that they tell you. That's a living legend you are looking at. Something smart no fit talk am actually, sha. Until you start to become close to these people and feel the energy that they exhibit, you know that when people are giving their success story like this, until e never reach you, you no go understand. You no go understand. But gradually, sha, we'll all get to experience this. Okay, so we move on. We move on. All right, Melissa, I see you are there. I don't know. Can you hear me? Okay. So I think we'll move on now. So we'll go over to our next speaker. So I think you should be mindful of time. My next speaker, please, you get. We have a lot to share on this space today. You get. So I think Francis will have you next. So Francis is not just Francis. You get. You know so many Francis in your life. Well, let me take a little while to just give you a brief intro of who Francis is. When you are looking for the source, you are looking for the wire to connect. Say you know this person, you know that person, but you don't know how to get to that person. This is your go-to man. You understand? He does not do much of promotion and try to push himself out there. But people will know, they know. You understand what I mean? You get it. This is the source that connects that your idolo to that project. Person we don't get hands. They need go market to go buy food from who they sell shop. You just need put one call, the food go come in house. You understand? I like to talk in parable so that it help me portray my point very well. But Francis, the floor is yours. You can actually give us your success story and tell us what you have for us today. Thank you, man.
Okay, good evening everyone. GM guys. I'm GM Majid, GM Maidali, GM Uche, GM Achilas. So success story. I'm not successful. I never make them. Well, my story is quite brief, yeah. How exactly did I start off? I started off with everything. I was trying everything, I was doing everything, and I was trying to understand what crypto was. This was this was back in 2018, and then crypto was still relatively new. Yeah. So what I did was I tried everything. I tried video editing, I tried marketing, I tried graphic design, I tried name it. I've probably done it with regards to this cryptocurrency space until I found my footing. Yeah. I found out that yeah, even like um I found out that most people or most projects then needed an audience. Yeah. They needed an audience. And they didn't know how to get legit people. Most projects were getting scammed because crypto was still relatively new. And not a lot of influencers were in Nigeria. So most of these projects were getting scammed and they needed somebody legit to connect them to influencers that could actually help them out. So what I did was bridge that gap. Yeah. I saw new projects and I was like, oh, okay. I know this person or I know this particular influencer. Why not just connect this project to this person? First off, it started with one person, Mr. Judomano. Most of you might know him. Then it grew to other. Yeah. I saw new projects and I was like, oh, okay. Am I rugging? I can hear I know this feedback. Person or I know this particular influencer. Why not just connect this project to this person? First off, it started with one.
I think we lost Francis there. Seems we had network issues. All right, so let's just proceed. I think what Francis is giving us is if you pay good attention to what most of my speakers are saying, they are not here to give you success story or just give you story time. They are here to give you their journey, and I want you guys to learn. You see, Francis is telling that he has tried everything. So you see, most of you are just relying on talent and skill. You think that success will come and find you. What about Majid? He has been creating videos since when? 2019, I'll be 2016. You see that these people have been doing things in a very long time, but yet success has not found them. So what makes you feel that you are different? Pay attention. Oh. It's not by doing everything, it's by doing things differently. And then you have to know how to fill in the gap. See that Francis discovered a problem and he's solving the problem. What about Majid? You see that he's not aware. There is no information. So the information did not come to him on time. And that's what is keeping him in the vote. Take notes, guys, as these speakers are giving their wisdom, because some of you here, you already have what it is to become, and you are supposed to become. What is just breaching you from you and the success is very small. Like, it's very tiny and small. So that's why this direction space is here to guide you, to show you what and where you should be. I don't know if you guys are actually taking notes, but I sincerely beg you, do take notes. Do take notes. I don't know, Francis, are you here now? So we continue so that we can move fast. Actually, what's up? Are you back? Is your network good now? Okay. I think it's not yet back. Okay, we'll have to move on then. We'll have to move on with speed. MX, what's up, man? How you doing? All the way from Germany. Big boy.
I'm doing
Big
fine.
boy.
Good evening.
Baba, you never give me analysis for tomorrow trade, though. BTC not a go down, though. What's up with you now?
I'm fine. Good evening. Good evening, house. I am so honored to be in this space with the I don't know the word I will call you guys dignities because I only recently discovered Mr. Majid the Kryptonite. I am not a crypto trader, I'm actually a forex trader, but I am grateful to be in this presence. I don't know if I can start my section with a question. Am I allowed to ask a question? I really want to ask Mr. Majid the Kryptonite a question. Can I go ahead, please, sir?
I'm all be kind with your question. Not go put anybody for pressure, but you can go
No,
ahead.
no.
You can proceed.
Yeah, okay. So you were talking about building a community, yeah? You said something about how you build a community, and I'm just trying to understand how you're able to manage building a community and also being a success. Let me not use a successful, a consistent content creator for the space, and also dealing with whatever you have to deal with in your life. Because currently, I'm actually trying to build a community of forex traders also, and I won't lie, it's just a week and it's a bit overwhelming, despite the fact that I don't feel like giving up. No, I'm just saying it's a bit overwhelming. So for someone that has done it for like 6 years, I think since 2019, that should be almost 7 years now. I am quite interested. I want to know how you were able to do it. I just want to write down some things quickly, please. Thank you very much, my boss.
Okay. Uche Crypto is here. You know, the first time we had a collaboration video, I and Uche Crypto, he was shocked in some certain things that he saw. First, he was asking me, Majid, how are you able to, speak fluently, like for like 3 minutes without? Uche Crypto is here. You know, the first time we had a collaboration video, I and Uche Crypto, it was. Why am I hearing myself? I'm repeating. Is it from me? I was shocked in some settings.
No, I think it's not from your end.
Like, I can hear myself talk. I don't know. Should I drop down and come back again?
I think Mr. I don't know where the problem is coming from, but I can hear you clearly.
Wait, let me drop down and come up again.
All right.
Check who has his or mic on, probably.
Okay, I don't know. Let me see. Let me drop down. Let me drop down.
MX, you not bad guy, you. You come space, ASAP, you don't collect value. You not even share. Bad guy like this.
My bad. I think he's going to come back anytime soon. Yeah.
Ajakara, what's up? I see you in the house, man. How you doing, man? All these people, Nigerians, and network issues. Chai.
Yo, can you hear me?
Sure, now. How you doing, now, my chief?
Yeah. So I was actually gonna just stay anonymous, but I was hearing some things on this call. I was hearing that somebody saw 60K dollars, bro. Wait, 60K dollars, and you were not able to withdraw nothing more than 5K. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't play. People, they see past 60K dollars.
So GM guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is AJN Ajakara, and you are welcome to the direction. All of us, we don't lost, we don't know where we go, no man, no man. We dey find where we go follow, we dey find who to follow, but this has come your way. Welcome to the direction. This is just 1%. This is just half of it. See, I did restaurant now, but all I've been hearing has been making me go gaga, go crazy, yeah? Super thankful to Akilas. Super thankful to Akilas, the boss himself, the man behind the vision about the direction. No man. Who they go? Yeah. I gotta chill out now. So I'm super excited, yeah, to be amongst all these idolos on the call right here. Super bullish.
It's great to
For
have
being
you, man.
Yeah, so special thanks to our class. He's building something really crazy, really awesome, and the opportunity for a lot of people to be able to partake in the wisdom. That's what, like, wisdom. That's the most important thing. So the wisdom that are being shared on this space now, that are being shared on this call, is the most important thing. So I gotta say special shout out to Akilas for bringing in these great men, big guns. Just so you know who's on the call, just so you know who's rocking this up. I got Akilas on the space, hosting us, giving us the info we need without the info fight. So good to be here. Good to be here. Our special shout out to Majid Crypto on the call, man. Majid Crypto, yeah, yeah. Special shout out to you, Majid Crypto. Special shout out to you, Def Medali. Special shout out to Melissa. Good to have you all. Super incredible people. Super incredible. Can you
Thank
hear
you
me?
so much. Yeah, we can hear you, man. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Nice hype.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to, knowledge impact. Thank you so much, Ajakara. That was awesome. Thanks for increasing the energy in the room. We really do love that. Really do love that. All right, MX, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. You have chased Majid now. Shay, you don't rest. Your body don't rest, but
I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back.
sure,
But
he will. He will
all
come back.
right. So everyone, my name is Emmanuel actually, but I go by the name MX Trade with MX. So I am currently an emerging forex trader. I have not been in this space for a very long time. Like these dignities, I'm actually having an opportunity to share the podium with. I've just been here for like a year and 9 months, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, calculating properly, a year and 9 months. Yeah. So I have learned a lot in this past year because I have actually faced a lot of challenges in and out of the market as a forex trader, and everything that happened last year actually brought me to a point where I understood that I couldn't keep doing the things I was doing before and actually see progress in my forex journey as a trader. So last 2 years, towards the end of 2024, I made the decision to actually learn the how to trade the markets properly. And I decided to pay for a mentorship from someone that is also very popular in the space. You guys know him, Kelvin Talent. So I was part of the Nikkei 2.0 class mentorship actually that spanned over the year 2025, and it's it actually changed the way I looked at trading as a whole. Yeah, I faced a lot of challenges, yeah, but it actually changed the way I looked at trading as a whole. It made me see reasons to have the fundamentals before even thinking about making money. That's where this famous quote that goes, you have to learn before you earn. Because if you try to earn before you learn, you're going to put yourself in trouble during the process of what earning before you learn. So learning under such a person, yeah, changed the way I look at the market. It changed my approach to the market. It gave me the right approach towards the market. And some challenges I faced were majorly psychological, because something that has not really been spoken about in the space is the constant pressure that traders that are not actually profitable face, especially from the external factor, which is like from people that are not within the trading space and also within the trading space. Over the past year, when I just joined the forex space on Twitter, I saw how toxic it could be for beginners. And I'm not saying I'm a pro. I'm also a beginner. Let me put it out there. I'm also a beginner. But like the way a lot of the beginners were actually discouraged before they even start to learn how to trade properly kind of stirred a hunger in me to start a community. That's what I was trying to talk to Mr. Majid about. And the community actually launched last week. This is like the biggest thing I've ever done in my life, aside trying to learn Forex. And honestly, it is something that I am looking at to become the next big, let me say, the next big project I'm going to hold, which is the community on Forex. It's called Trade with MX Community, where we focus on love, our growth, and in all, God as the source of our trading.
Can you
Now,
hear?
I was talking about the challenges I had faced as a trader this past year, and one of them, as I said, there were some psychological issues I had, which was actually holding me back to become a better trader. And one of the ways I actually saw myself through
Sorry,
that,
sorry, MX. Sorry,
yeah,
just a
talk to
minute.
me.
Yeah, Majid, we can hear you and see you now. I think we were having issues
Can you
before,
hear
but
me?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear you
hear
now.
you.
We can hear you now, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you
But
now.
let's wait for MX to finish so we can get to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Welcome back to the call, by the way. I'm so happy you're back. So, as I was saying, yeah. So, one, as I said, the psychological issues I was having were really bad. I couldn't stick to my plans, and whenever I came online, I saw things that were actually pressuring me, and sometimes I saw some negative stuff that actually held me back. And one person, I won't say one person, but God actually saw me through. God actually genuinely saw me through. Yes, I had the help of a community, but God actually saw me through. And even learning under KT and understanding technical analysis, I actually had to find my spot within technical analysis that could make me stand out as a person. And that's where I learned how to use God as the source of my trading. That is source of everything I actually do relating to my trading career or my trading career that is to come. It was actually a very, very, very tough season in my life, a tough period in my life. And let me just state some things that actually happened during that period. So during that period where I discovered God as the source of my trading, I was having a 20 trade losing streak. That's I took like 20 trades back to back to back to back, and I was losing. And I think a day came, I was really frustrated. I sat down, I got to my room after work, and I was like, that was last year. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Because I think almost everything people are doing is what I'm doing. And most of those trades were, I don't know if they are forex traders here. Most of those trades that were actually losses were more like stop hunts. That's, I was not placing my stop losses properly. My stop losses were not at invalidations. I was always trying to get more risk to reward than actually trying to get a more realistic target. So it really affected me. So during that time, as I said, I was down mentally. I mean, imagine losing money like 20 trades back to back, losing, like it is really bad. And I wasn't even reviewing my system. I did not have a proper trading plan. So there was a night I got home, as I said, and I just knelt down on my, like, beside my bed, and I started crying. This is something that's really, it got to me because I wanted to succeed. Yeah, looking at my mentor, what he was doing, I saw the numbers he was doing, and other people I was studying with in this particular Nikhil class were also doing great numbers and doing things. So I really wanted to become something. I wanted to become something. I wanted this to actually yield. And I prayed. I cried, I prayed, and I slept. And the next morning when I woke up, I would say the Holy Spirit, I'm a child of God, I'm a Christian. I don't know if any other person here is a Christian, but I'm a child of God, and I believe Jesus is King and Jesus is Lord. So the Holy Spirit ministered to me about a Bible verse in Genesis. I don't know if I can get it out right now, where Isaac was about to, no, was it Isaac? Jacob was about to die, and he was placing his blessing upon his upon Joseph's children, that is Ephraim and Manasseh. And while he was placing the blessing, he said something that stuck out to me there, which was, he said, and he was blessing them, and he said, and God who fed me all my life. And that thing stuck out to me personally, not because of, it's like somebody might read that scripture and just be like, oh, God who fed me all my life, and they'll be like, what does that mean? But it stuck to me, and I later found this sermon that was preached by Apostle Femi Lazarus, that I was able to link those messages together, and I was able to understand what Jacob was trying to say in that particular scripture. And this is what was ministered to me that particular day that changed everything and my approach towards the market. So when Jacob made the mention of that statement, the God who fed me all my life, he didn't mean he had to fold his hands and expect God to come down from heaven to actually give him the blueprints to become successful. He meant he acknowledges God for everything that he is doing behind the scenes, that is actually powering and like giving him the ability to actually do what he needs to do. Because without God giving him good health, he won't be able to walk. Without God giving him breath in his nostrils, he won't be able to do what he needs to do. So all those things, all those little things that were not appreciated by me, I felt it like it was a reflection that was what I needed to do. So how did I use it as a channel to become a better trader? Well, I started observing the little things I was not doing correctly. Before I sit down and look for setups, I'm always praying. And yeah, it's one of the things that actually helped me to grow. I don't want to take too much time because I still want to hear from Mr. Majid. So yeah, if I'm given an opportunity to speak up, then I will actually give on that, long conversation. But yeah, I'm building a community currently, and I'm praying and hoping that it's going to be a very, very, very successful one in the coming future. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Okay. What's your name again?
My name is Emmanuel, but I trade with MX or MX.
Okay, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful story to tell. Okay. It's all good. What you actually want to accomplish, it's going to happen. Okay.
Amen.
Because I see you as someone who is very intentional. You're very intentional about what you actually want, which is one of the most important. You're very intentional. Now, coming to how I grew my community to what it is today. Okay. It's something that I don't even know how to start from. But I want you to understand that visibility is a new currency. Okay? You see, visibility is a new currency, and you have to leverage on it by all means possible. When I mean leverage on it, yes. Okay? Uche Crypt, he's here. He knows me very well. Okay? We have done a collaboration video. Okay? When he came here, he came to my place, this apartment. We shot a video here. Okay, he was like, Majid, how do you manage all these things? Now let me tell you what I do. I write my script. I shoot my content by myself. I edit my video. I post across all my social media handles. And then I still moderate all my channels. These are big channels and groups, both on WhatsApp and also on Telegram. I do all these things just by myself. And yet I still have time to do other things as well. So when Uche Crypto came here for that collaboration, was like, Majid, how are you able to manage all these things that it doesn't make any sense? You're doing everything. Like how? And you still show up every single day for years now. Like, how can you even pull that off? Now, let me tell you something. For those that knows Majid, I'm someone who's very intentional. I like pain. I like challenges. That is what fuels me. If it's easy, it's not fun. There's an excitement when I go through fire, walk through pain, and still get the job done and do it diligently. There's this kind of feeling and excitement within me that want to make me do more because it's a goal that I set out and I achieve it. And I'm someone who always leverage on visibility, creating content. This story you just told now, imagine you tell the same story to your audience. The community you're trying to build needs to understand the person that you are. There must be a story for community, for crowd, for audience, individuals to follow you and support you. Your vision or their vision needs to align with yours for them to actually support you, even if you're doing something bad or something good. For example, look at Pega. Pega on TikTok. Okay, let me use him as a reference. There's a story behind his success. People will love Pega. You not get the bad thing where Pega go do now where they know will still support him. Why are they supporting him? Because they know how he started. That is the one reason why they will support him. They know how he started. When he was putting on the orange gown and making fun of himself. That was the story. Ikorodu boy, from nowhere, from trenches, submerged to where he is today. It's a story. And people were watching him grow from that stage to the next phase of his life. So you not get the bad thing where Pega won't do now, where those people where they with her from day one, no go still support them. Why? Because there's a story behind him. There's a solid foundation on where he started. Take me for an example. People who know my story, starting from Pi Network. When I was sharing Pi Network, like the CEO was my father. I got insulted. My account, I grew my first account on TikTok from 0 followers. Hear me, from 0 followers to 300,000 followers. They report that account and they took it down. Did I stop there? I created a new account again, grew it from 0 to 200,000. They report and take them down. I started again. Got that account from 0 to 80,000. They took it down. I started again and created an account from 0 to 5,000. While I was creating the account, then the old account of 70,000 came back. Then I left that account of 5,000 and started building on that 70,000. And today it's almost 200,000. So what am I saying? As long as people who sees me know my story, know how I started cryptocurrency, whenever they see my video, they go engage and they go support me because they know how to take starts. So you now starting your Forex journey, there must be a story behind it, brother. A story that when you tell this story, people will be like, yes, and they go through the same thing where this guy they go through, and yet he still shows up. There are so many people I have motivated, even if I use the word, say we need to motivate for here. Yes, we need to motivate for here. Anything you see, you take. There are so many people that they are what they are today simply because they followed my footsteps. I am my community. I do not joke with my community. My community made me who I am. Say today they get gigs left, right, center. It's because of my community and how dedicated they are engaging in my post and also doing that same task I want them to do. Because they know the story of Majid and how I started. They know. They saw me when I transitioned from selling shoes, watches, jewelries. My pages are still there. There's evidence. They saw me transition from those business into skit making, from skit making to what? A crypto trader. From a crypto trader, a Web3 content creator. And now, he's the CMO and co-founder of TokiCard. They followed me all through my journey to what I am today and what I will be tomorrow and what I will achieve. There's the story behind Majid Kryptonite. So what I am saying is that visibility is the new currency. You have to leverage on it by all means possible. Uche know me very well. You know, when I do things that I'll be like, yes, if I'm doing this thing, I will have to do it perfectly well. I am intentional when I'm doing something. That is why I can be able to manage all these things without having a what? A team. Uche now, he has a team. In team, plenty people when they pay, choke. That same team, when you hire like that, it makes things more easier and faster for him. And he's seen the result in real time. So having a team is also a good thing. But someone like myself, I've always been a one-man squad. I believe, say, waiting 20 people go do, or let me feed one. That is the mentality I have. So when people see me multitask, they go always curious. Majid, it's not possible. You cannot be doing all these things and still be showing up. Like, don't you have a personal life? Like, that is why they call me immortal. I need to die. I need the age. I like pain. So my brother, what I'm saying is that visibility is the new currency. Leverage on TikTok. TikTok is more powerful than CNN. TikTok is more powerful than CNN. If you leverage on TikTok, okay, make people see your humble beginning. When you go watch my throwback videos, if you're Igbo, you go laugh where you go tire. Go watch my old videos. It's still there for my page. I left it there. That's an evidence to what I have transitioned today. Most people want to start in a professional standard method. There's no story behind it. There's no fun behind it. They want to have everything figured out. They want to have all the gadgets, have everything figured out before they get started. I used to be that kind of person. I want to wait for the perfect time to grow this community. Perfect. Make people know your truth. And I want someone to be able to look at you and be like, this person no fit do me bad thing based on his track record. This guy no go fit show me bad project, even if he show me bad project, but based on his good track record he has set over the years, maybe he did this thing by mistake. That is the kind of community you want to have that supports you. Not be community where you go post signal. The signal can't hit SL. They come, they attack you. That is not a community. They will start attacking you. That is not a community. It's just numbers. You have numbers, you don't have community. And numbers be that. You want to have a community where we say, even if trade hit SL, that then they drop, no wala, we go again. We believe in you. You where they drop the signal as my mentor. I believe in you. Don't worry. One mistakes normally with the chop SL. Maybe your papa get the crypto markets now. You're not the only trader that is there. So you want to have a community that is supportive. And how do you have a community that is supportive? Tell them your truth. Make them see who you truly are. Make them know you. My community know me. Are they very aggressive? And I'm a bamba. Are they very aggressive? If you fuck up, I go bring you out. There you say, what do you do? It's no good. I am very aggressive. I'm also very brutal when I educate you, because as I educate you, I want to make you understand very fast. Because why? If someone like me with coconut head can be able to go do research and download this knowledge, and I am making tutorial videos that explains in details how you navigate the crypto space, and you need to understand all the way they pay me. Because I don't see people who make the kind of video what they make to educate others. And they see people where they make video for YouTube and they talk up. They are not hitting the nail on the head. But me making videos, educating you like you're a fifth grader. Like you're someone who is 5 years or 3 years old. And yet, you go on my DM say, imagine him tell you. That is how I operate. So my community know me for that one. When they say no, they will tell me, Majid, no verse. So why? Because know me. That is my truth. Majid, no verse. So I want to ask you a question, but no verse. So if they see how them they come, these are guys that knows me. I beg, Majid, no verse. So you get one small way they confuse me. You go verse. You see, say my community know me. So your community should be able to know you and recognize the kind of person you are, for them to actually want to stick with you for years. Because if you go about creating numbers, once you do one small mistake, you will realize that you don't have a community. You just have a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. And that is where the whole mistake starts for most people when they create communities today. They're just building numbers. They're not building community supporters. People that will turn up for you. Say, my community know me now. I am shameless. I go beg you. Say, I beg. Make una do this thing. Now me or Majid. Make una do and show up for me. And boom, 10,000 sign up. Even someone with 6 million followers cannot pull the sign up that me that have 20,000 followers, they pull. Someone with 6 million followers cannot pull the sign up that me that has 20,000 followers, they pull. Why? Because my community understand me, they support me, and they show up for me because they know me and they know my story. So put your story out there. No matter how dirty, no matter how ugly it is, make people know who you be. So when they are supporting you, they know why they support you. I like Majid because Majid wonyara. I like Majid because Majid the Chris. I like Majid because I like the way he does his things. I like Majid because Majid is immortal. He multitask. So, brother, people will get to know you and leverage on visibility. Create content. Don't just build community. Create content. Tell your story. Those videos does not need to be perfect. Tell your story. Make people understand you. Make them know how you take start. You get so many traders today. They don't get story. They're plenty. They don't have a story. If you go on ChatGPT now, type who is Majid Kryptonite, you see everything you need to know about Majid. It's there. That is why you have to be intentional when you're picking a niche. Creating community and managing a community is not an easy task, especially when it's a group. You know, there's a difference between channel and group. Yes. For group now when the whole battle they happen. some crypto traders today, they're not born them well, make they open group, make people fit comment or drop chat. They're not born them well. Go check all the traders. They're not born them well, make they open their group because there's no message where they go request, where they go to see for the group. There's no message where people go drop. That is not a community. Those are numbers they are building. My group is open. My group is open. When you go there, you see what people they talk. You will not say, yes, this one a community where they support Majid. But if it's big traders, maybe they open their group now. If you need they catch them, they're not fit. They just have numbers. Open group if you need they catch you. Maybe people they're able to comment, drop. They cannot do it. You understand me? Though there will always be few bad eggs. But when they come, knowing how you're going to handle it without escalating the whole thing, that's what makes you grow rapidly. And everything will make people still there with you. You know, these traders, one thing I've noticed is that they do not synchronize and communicate to their community. When I mean communicate, I mean on the level of we are friends. Make we talk. My DMs being open and me coming to your DM to appreciate you, to thank you, to appreciate you, even you self, they comment for my post. You get the level of connection where you go get with your community. They go see you in a different light because it's very hard for most people to connect with their community. Don't be just every time you just come, drop post, you disappear. You drop post, you disappear. You drop signal, you disappear. You don't have a one-on-one conversation with your community. Make themselves tell you what thing they go through. Make yourself still give them solution to solve that problem. If they have issue, that is why my group is open. If anyone have issue, they go drop them for that group. I go answer the question. I will even make video with this head talking video, upload them for that group. Reply to that particular comment. There was a time I used to make reply videos. Every single question, it has a reply video of my head, of me talking and teaching you how to follow that process and get that solution or that result. That is me communicating with my community. Make them know say me self are they active and are they for them the same way they did for me. Community is not just all about creating numbers. What I see people do today, they're just creating numbers. They don't have a dedicated community that will turn up for them. So, brother, all I'm saying is that let them know who you are. Tell your story, tell your truth. All those bad experiences we don't get, put it out there, make them see and make them connect with that experience. The same way they get that bad experience. That's so some people, they get that same bad experience. And again, leverage on visibility because visibility is the new currency. That's how you get started first. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense. Thank you very much, my boss. Thank you very much.
It's okay.
Wow, that was a lot.
Okay,
Even me, myself,
Midani, you are there.
I swear I did your guy. This guy impacts mad knowledge for me. Even me myself, I learned so much from that. Thank you so much, Majid. Thank you so much. Talked about consistency, talked about the new currency, visibility, talked about building a community, not packing numbers. Shit, just be like bus driver, we carry people inside bus. You don't know people where you carry now. You could if you say your boss don't free, you go make money. But those people now, if you have any issue with that boss, they are ready to come and kill you. But when you are carrying your family, when you have an issue in that boss, your family is ready to build and help you. So that boss will not just be like, you just carry passengers. So that's what Majid is teaching us. If you not learn anything, not jot anything down, you are wrong. You are wrong. You are very wrong. So I think we'll move with speed now. So Achilas, are you set to go? So we don't waste much time.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man. Loud and clear. Let's get this started.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I just want to say one, two things I learned from what Majid just said now. Number one is, you know, tell them who you are and also the truth. Well, I went to village this year, you know. So I was speaking with one businessman, this businessman, a millionaire. I don't know that but in dollars. So I was saying, he was like, now Onyedika, because my name is Onyedika. So he was like, Onyedika, let me come work let me tell you the truth. You know, then he started saying, he was saying it in Igbo. He was saying that, the secret of being a successful man is equal. That is the truth. So he was emphasizing on the truth, and also, yeah, the truth he meant, he was even talking about is be truthful to yourself. You know, if you're truthful to yourself, people will know you and people will follow you, because once people know this about you, they will always follow you. Because even if you're truthful to yourself, people can easily defend you no matter what. So hearing Majid also say it, I just figured out maybe it's actually a code for rich people. My life is so, I always believe one thing about my life is that if I actually want to become rich like this person, or if you want to become like Dangote, if you want to become like Majid, I just have to do what Majid is doing. I just have to make sure that I got what Majid's life, and definitely I will get. So hearing Majid also saying about the truth, let people know you. Start from anyhow, like start like anywhere, anyhow. Then along the line, people will hear, people will know you, will know your story, people will know things that you can do. When you talk to them, they will know that these are your followers, not just numbers. So thank you, Majid, for giving me that reminder again. So I'll also be sharing my own thoughts on from for me last year, for me this year. I actually graduated, was it last 2 years, in 2024, December. So December 2024. So coming to 2025, January 2025, when I was in school, I was actually making some money. So, I was making just not that much, but at least let's say every month I used to see at least one month, maybe for all the rest. So when I finished, I was like, okay, because I'm seeing your network is bad. Medali, can you confirm whether can you guys still hear me?
Network is I can hear you, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's shaky.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. So okay, thank you. So when I finished secondary school, when I finished the university, I left this. I left the university. So okay, I'm ready to start my life, and I moved to Port Harcourt because I was looking for where to stay. I studied in Abia State, looking for where to stay. I said, okay, I'm now ready. That I'm going to make the best out of last year. I'm going to, since I'm making 1,000, I want to make sure that at least $10,000 every month. So that first month, not even up to 50, today we make it exactly 1 month, exactly 1 year. Although that was 15th. When I moved in, went to village, come back, I suffered a hack. These guys, I don't know, man. I just bought a new laptop, man. I bought, set up my new place, set up everything. Just 1 week into, even employ some workers because I was like, I said I'm going to go into YouTube. I'm going to go into many things. This is my YouTube content creation. Literally 1 week into this thing, I got hacked. This hack happened in a very mysterious way. It happened that these guys, this guy wiped out everything on my laptop. Like, but even the 5 naira that is there, they collected it. I have more than 20 because the truth is that most of the ways the way I make money is from airdrops, and I kind of sable a lot of airdrop. Let me not lie about that one. I know airdrop with more than 20 wallets, and yes, I used to get most of them. And when I get most of them, that's when I actually get something. So these guys, and all of them are actually on my laptop. These guys had everything, even Sea Wallet, Solana Wallet, I don't think I even have up to $300 in my wallet. That is for my personal saving, and I don't actually keep money on personal in my personal account. So they wiped everything, more than almost $7,000 that I have there that I've actually now. I have to go back again. I cannot pay them. I cannot pay them again. I just paid for that one month, man. I have to go because I cannot pay again. I don't have the money to. So, but along the line, I'll just say I just have to thank God. But the whole thing actually opened a new way for me because I have to get more serious because I know that there's no money again, so I have to get more serious. I have to start writing to people. See, I'm looking for a job. Oh, me that have already decided I'm not going to look for a job, but the whole thing made me to work extra hard, work extra hard, to actually do a lot of things. Then along the line, before I started picking up, and do you know the worst part? Even after the whole hack and everything, last year was also the year I actually made a lot of money, more than every other thing in the crypto space. Now, what did I feel like what I learned from this experience that maybe hardship actually makes people who they are. When you actually when you go into a very big hardship, just like Majid, because Majid also said that after losing everything, hardship can actually bring out the who you are. Some people might say, okay, oh my God, I don't have money for that. I don't have money for this. I even start. Like people some people started like that. You have to actually start no matter how. If you have to borrow that, I can borrow that. If you have to beg somebody, okay, after this guy, just do it. I'll pay you. Pay this video editor after. I'll pay you back. Because the video I started later using then was I started using my brother. So my brother was actually good in this, so I kind of, if you do the video editing now, I'll owe him. Whenever I get more money, I'll pay him back. So I kind of did this. So hardship actually makes people who they are, and thank God, the whole thing also brought me closer to God because after the whole experience, I started saying to myself, maybe I was cursed in that village. I will not go to village again. Maybe because those are not village people. These are just a careless mistake. So mistake I'm not making this year is I'm not going to I'm not going to make an unnecessary mistake whereby, because I think my hacking was based on my mistake. I don't want to actually start going through the whole details, but it was based on mistake. Now I try to protect my laptop more, especially my I don't have to use my working laptop to give that, because I gave my laptop to somebody. I'm not giving it to anybody. I'm not going to do unnecessary mistake, and also kind of antivirus. I also put antivirus on my this thing on my laptop. So because those things I don't have, even though I have money, I have small money in my wallet. I neglected most of. So neglect is one thing I'm not going to be doing this. Put on my list. Also, investing, knowing what I'm investing in, knowing what, because I started making at a point I started making some unnecessary what's it called decisions one time in my life. So one of the decisions I made, even the first time I even saw $700, so it was almost $800. I heard about one nonsense Eclipse. I don't know, most of you heard about Eclipse. I just went and used it and bought the whole NFT. Even though that was actually my last card, but I felt like, man, if I could just risk all of them, I could actually get more. So I risked the whole money, and I lost it because they didn't give any airdrop. And I sold it. I think I bought it for $800. I sold it for $200. So I lost it. Even the airdrop I did not get. So, and the whole thing, I was just kind of struggling. If I struggle, I will risk it and lose it. If I struggle, I will risk it and lose it. So risking is actually good if you know what you're risking. But this time around, I just feel like this year I plan to know more of what I invest in. When people start, I can before if somebody just give me a random investment, at first I trust that. Let's say Majid now. If Majid say, okay, see, actually let's buy this coin, I'll just use because it's Majid and buy the coin. This year I'm not doing it. If Majid say I should buy this coin, I'll have to think very well. And even if I'm buying, I'm going to buy with some amount of money. Because those mistakes actually killed me last year. So these are the things. And also I plan to also, just like more start anyhow. You know, this content creation, content just start anyhow. I plan to start. So these are the things I plan. Also, for my community member, I plan to be truthful with them. You know, yeah, I will try to be as much as possible to share as much as I can with them. Everything. If I'm doing like this, I'll tell them, see, I'm doing like this, so that they will know. They will not feel like, okay, I'm getting the signal from anywhere. These are the things I plan to be more truthful to my audience this year, because that's actually the key word that 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 millionaires that I know keep preaching to me. Be truthful to yourself and be truthful to the people that follow you. So that I don't want to, we have already stayed for going to 2 hours in this place. So I think I'm going to stop here. And also, I plan to be prayerful, uh, pray a lot this year, because I would honestly thank God for last year. Because if not for God, man, after that hack, I was wasted. I felt like nothing is going to work for me last year. But this year, I moved into a new apartment. Help my parents in their house. So I still achieved a lot of this. So there's a lot of things last year. Even though, but last year, if somebody actually says, if somebody had even somebody told me that this thing would have been possible, if around January, February, March, I would have said, man, around July, I was already giving up. I was like, man, this is not for me. Make I just pack my bag. June, July, August, October. It was from October, man, things started changing. But that August or September, I was like, man, things are no longer working. I told myself, let me just pack it up. It's not going to work again. But pray, do your best. God is watching. The universe is watching. If you read most of the books that I read, what's the name of this book? He was also saying, no matter what you are doing, just put your best. That the universe is watching you. The world is watching you, and the universe. Once the universe sees that you are trying, it will do everything to make sure that you succeed. Do your best. Be truthful to yourself. That's what I plan for myself. I'll do my best this year, no matter what, and I'll be truthful to myself this year. So thank you, Midali. You can now hand over the mic to you. Thank you, everyone.
All right, boss. That was awesome. That was superb. I'm really grateful for this, conversation. I created this conversation for people to learn, but look at it now. Me, I'm learning. I'm getting so much value. In fact, what Majid is saying about visibility as the new currency, I'm gonna make I open my mic. Yeah, that's Medali right there. What's up, fams? W's in the chat. Come on, let's go. W. All right, so I won't waste your time. First and foremost, I want to give overall thanks to God Almighty through His Son Jesus Christ for making us all to be here. It's amazing. This is a wonderful time to be here. And then next up, I want to thank also everyone that was able to tune into this space or this section. It's been a powerful and impactful section so far. I hope you took something home. We are going to move into the next section because we actually named this space The Direction. Why? What did we see? What are we coming for? Why did we come with this now? It's the early phase of the year. I mean, this is 2026. So many of you are still looking for what to do. So many of you are yet to even have plans and goals. So let me give you one. Now, pay good attention to everything I say. Nothing I say here is financial advice. Make sure you do your own due diligence and make sure you make your research. I'm not new in this space. That is something I need to clear people now. I've not been putting my face out there. In fact, if you ask me, this is the first time most people are seeing my face on the internet. It's actually crazy. I don't like putting my face out there. So many stupid reasons I have. But with what Majid is saying, I mean, look at Majid, look at me. Who could they advise you? So if Achilas can put his face out there, I know Che Crypt, I know Majid, I know Jude, I know Francis. In fact, God just made it possible that I have to have a good relationship with all these people, and I know them. So if they can put their face out there and they're not scared of anything, I don't know why I should be too. So now I'm putting my face out there. In fact, my first affirmation this year is that I will blow through my content because I'm a very good content creator. I can do very nice, video editing, and you can check my page. You can see the quality content I put out there. So let me just do this mic. So let's go back to why we are here. So I feel we should move in a certain direction. Now, last year, I noticed there was a wave of airdrops and yapping stuff like that. Now I'm going for the people that are actually from Web3 on this space. So what am I trying to put out there? I want to give you guys something that you guys are actually not keen into. Let me explain deeply. So most of you now are newbies in this space. Yeah, you may be feeling like you're a pro now because you have collected your first airdrop or you have see $2,000. You think you have money. Calm down, that money will finish. Your mind will day. Should be see say they hack Achilas. Achilas na bad guy. Yo. So some of these people they don't even hype themselves as they are until you go and stay close to them. Then you know how powerful these guys are. They have hack Uche crypto that they have hack Uche. Maybe they might have hacked other creators, but I don't know. But these are the ones I know. I've used my eye and see. These guys are very careful, and they can show you all the antivirus they have. They can tell you all the means that you can use to protect yourself, but yet they still get hacked. So you should understand that it's not by he that feels that you know it, but anybody with this men won't come for, they will come for you and they will deal with you well. So what should you do to avoid hacks? If you ask me, the number one thing I always do, I don't stick to one wallet. Say you are somebody that use wallets most often, you don't like using exchanges. I don't stick to one wallet. Once I create wallet today, tomorrow I'm creating another wallet if I'm trying to, move funds or something like that. I'm doing it for security reasons. I don't know who has infiltrated the former wallet. So the new wallet I create, you have to come and infiltrate that one again. Tomorrow you come and infiltrate the next one I create. So every day I give you work. Yeah, you want to hack me, Nabi? Your mind good day, that kind of thing. So okay, let me come back to what I'm saying. Now, most of us now in this space now, we're actually bringing volume inside, our nation. Let's say Africa in a whole. Because if you look at the Web3 space, let's niche it down to Twitter, these yapping people. Most projects now are vexed that, okay, Africans and Nigerians, they are choking all their projects. What they are not paying attention to is the adoption. Look at the amount of winners now that we are having on this space. They are coming from Africa. They are packing the project. Look at Michael. Michael was like the number 2. For Avantis now, where you pack their airdrop. Number 2. This guy is my man for the whole of
I beg
Avantis
you.
project.
Just day
He's
your
carrying money for
day.
that project.
Just day your day.
So,
Carry your
so
vitamins.
what?
Carry your vitamins. Just day your day.
That's so vitabyte so always. So, but what am I trying to say now? I'm trying to tell you guys that you people have what it takes to become, but most people are just waiting for someone to actually like spark you up or like push you. So I think it's high time we start pushing you people, because if you ask me, what the white man did to the black man was very simple. He noticed that you don't have knowledge. They did not come and start forcing people to do things. No, they came and they played with your intellect. All they did was that they noticed that you don't know. So they brought in a strategy and a scheme to whine you into fitting into their way, and you fell for it. Some of us, we did not know that it's not like they forced us into this their colonialism shit. We actually accepted, bro. We actually gave way to whatever they preached to us. And yeah, let's come to our country now. I think we are practicing democracy, but does it look like we're practicing democracy? Does not. So gradually, we are beginning to understand things, because when you start interacting with other people from other countries, you see how they behave there and you see the kind of authority they have. Most people here now, they can go online and do anything, say anything. It's because what they see in other countries. If you were to be before, you can't though. Guy, you talk anyhow. Sani Abacha don't send one military general, they don't find you come your house, your mind good day. But now anybody can say anything, because there's the masses to help and talk about you, to guide you and protect your rights. So let me come down to crypto. What am I trying to say? All these plenty things, I'm just beating around the bush. No, I want us to start building. Most people are already building. Majid is building Toki Card. Uche is building Tradon. Mr. Jude is building Copy Me. There are so many big projects coming. These projects, why I'm telling you that big is because I've used my eye and see it. I know what these guys are building. God being so kind, I'm part of their team. Each and every one of them. I'm in a particular section, maybe CMO or, even if it's just to do promotion or anything, I'm part of them. So I've seen that, okay, man, in the next 10, 15 years, these guys are going to be the leaders in the head of, let's say, this aspect. Because what Uche is building is an aggregator for most chains. What Jude is building is a trading platform that you don't require anybody to even stress. All you just have to do is to come put your particular risk, choose which trader you want to, copy. Everything works seamlessly, and then there's a proper risk management that you cannot blow your account. Whether you know how to trade, or whether you don't know how to trade, or whether you don't have money, once you come in, you plug and play. It's a plug and play system. It's either you're coming in, say you want to bring more people, or you're coming in to grow your funds, or you're just coming in as a trader. You apply as a trader, you know how to trade. You don't need all these what do they call those platform, Michael, where they give people money but on a prop firm. You don't need prop firm. So with time, you actually get to see these awesome things. People, what of Majid, Toki card, using your card to pay for any transaction, crypto card. We have some actually coming out, but there are some spectacular, features that these people products are going to give you that you have not seen it anywhere. And I'm happy that it's coming from this nation. It's coming from Africa, because if you look down, man, Africa, they get brain, even if we are kind of like slow or we are backward. But the speed that we are using to adopt things, look at the way we are forcing ourselves into the technology of crypto. It's amazing. It's good. One thing I want us to start focusing on is ourselves. We are focusing too much on what the white man is doing. We are focusing too much on what projects feed to us. How about you? What do you feed back to them? You can't just keep consuming. They keep calling you third world countries, and you keep accepting that you are a third world country. That is the first thing. You need to start changing your mindset. Once you start changing your mindset, possibilities, they are like you can even the sky that they say is your limit, you go past sky. Once you just start affecting yourself through your mindset, it's just like what Majid said now about visibility. He did not just say, okay, let him start showing himself, making videos. He started telling himself that he can do anything, he can achieve anything. Immediately he made that money from what that woman told him. Immediately he made that money, there's something that shifted in his mind that, bro, this is possible. And he started going deep down. Michael always tell you hope is what is heading him. Michael is someone that if he just has hope in something, forget it. He used to go all in that thing. So he's still back to your mind, and then you have to impact it with consistency. I don't know how many people know what a DAO system is, but if you understand what's a decentralized, let me check. Let me put that out. Because I think that's where we should dive into now. DAO. DAO. I cannot really share my screen here, but I wish I could. A DAO simply means a decentralized autonomous organization. So I don't want to talk too much. All of us will be Nigerian. I feel speak pidgin self, make yourself get my point. DAO is just simply like saying our job, but their job no be like the normal one where you sabi. Say meeting people, maybe your mom see or your pop see, they do meeting, they will come together now. Everybody from that village will come together, they go talk, speak their language, do cola, drink wine, they will come contribute money. That money now, where they contribute now, you go notice say every situation will come up. Say person won't do wedding, or person get burial, or maybe visitation, or say end of the year, they won't do end of the year party. That money now where they put together, all of them will come together and make decisions. Say, okay, we'll use this money, do like this. Many of us don't know that you can actually do this thing on the blockchain, and the blockchain is somewhere that everything is transparent and visible. It's a decentralized, system, and the DAO is something that works with smart contracts. I don't know how many of you understand how smart contracts work. It's just like the law in the blockchain, and it's visible and it cannot be edited. Once a smart contract is created, it's created forever. You cannot go and audit that smart contract to favor yourself. No. That's why it's always good that when you are creating smart contracts, you use a good dev that makes everything transparent and clean. I have all this knowledge, but I've not been able to come out and say things. But look at what Majid is telling me already today. So it's already motivating me to start sharing all these things. And also at the same time too, we move in the direction. So let's explain some things now about DAO system that I think most of us don't know. So the DAO system, they are like rules, and they are written in code on the blockchain. And once they are deployed, nobody can secretly change the rules. Say maybe how funds are spent. And there's something about DAO system. The power relies on the user. Let's say there's a community now that is part of that DAO. The power is not centralized. There is no centralization of power in a DAO system. There is no boss. There is no CEO. There is no co-founder. There is no CZ. There's no head. There's no Elon Musk. Everybody has a say in a DAO system. And how it works is that it works with voting. So why am I bringing all these things? Why am I trying to, change the direction of, because so many of you are already looking at poly market to farm. All of now the farm info file. How far now your mind on there, Abi? Don't see say some of these things they are like distractions. If you focus on locking, most of us want to, become, want to be billionaires, but we are forgetting that if you can actually impact your nation, you can actually impact yourself. I know the government is not helping matters, but calm down. Let's push the government aside. We are youth, we are strong. We do things as young as we are. Look at the figures we are pulling. If our parents hear what we are doing with our phones, they don't believe. I can tell you for a fact, my mother don't used to believe that I used to make money on my phone. She always used to see like it's a fantasy and it's just like what the white man will tell you to win you. But now it's a possibility, and every child knows how to make money on his phone. Streaming, I heard about streaming since I was in primary school, but I never believed streaming can actually pay you. And I wonder how it will pay you, because people can just tune in and watch you. But it's happening live now. Many people are making billions and millions from streaming just to come have fun on the live, and then people enjoy your video, they pay you. The same thing with YouTube, the same thing with TikTok and Twitter, paying people monthly and all things. So how about you now as a youth? You are coming up now, you have so many ideas that you want to create. You cannot fund yourself because it's very difficult to get funds, Abby. Yes, it's not that easy to bring out like $10 million to build a project. It's not very easy to like raise all those amounts to pay people to work for you. But if you come together as a DAO, what do you think can happen? Say you guys come together and then you try to like, everybody is actually given a task. Okay, let me tell you something about how money works. So many people don't understand how money works. Money changes hand because you feel like money is actually created and is given to a certain set of people. No, money changes hand. The way you just go to supermarket, you pay for your bill. That money goes into their system. Someone actually withdraws that money, goes to another place like a market to get something. The market that is there. So that's how money changes hand. And money stays where it's welcomed. So let's say there are 4,000 people in a room. And those 4,000 people now, inside those 4,000 people, only 20 people comes out to give like 20,000. So 20,000 multiplied by those 20 people, that's just like 400,000, Abi. I hope that math is correct. Yeah, I sabi do math back then. Now just write this one. Say you have 20 people and there are 2,000 in a room. Or sorry, there are 4,000. So 20 people come out and they say they want to give 20,000. Why I'm using 20,000? Because that's a very easy figure to pull off. So many of us on this life can do 20,000. I'm not saying you should send money to anybody. So 20,000 multiplied by 20 people, that's 400,000. So it looks like a big figure now, Abi, 400K, but that phone's nice. So you use and like arrange one nice kappa or enjoy yourself for like a month. Now let me shock you. If you had those same 4,000 people in that room contribute 10 naira, okay, 100 naira, Baba 100 naira, the least double sky. I don't know if my PH brothers there. The least double sky. If the least, everybody in that room, say everybody. If you used to play ball on Saturday, you go to play ball. Let me say they say okay, more than contribute money, more you stay clear the pitch. Everybody go bring out the list now. The same thing I'm saying now. If the same 4,000 people contribute that same 100 naira, Okada is the same 400,000. No? You see it? And one thing I'm enjoying so far is that we are getting awake now, because if you check what is happening on TikTok and some of all these other platforms, we start seeing donations happening so fast. Normally, everybody has a good mind. Everybody is kind in their own way. Everybody knows how to contribute to growth. But the speed at which is happening is something that people should pay attention to. When you can easily contribute to something just to be a part of that thing, there is power in that contribution. Don't just do it and say, okay, you get your reward. Definitely, you get a reward. Karma works. But I'm saying that, what if you put those your contribution to work like a DAO system? Because when you start contributing this way, and you come together as a community, you guys can actually make impact by voting on things that you want to do, build. Okay, now let's stop calculating in naira. Let's calculate in dollars. Imagine everybody's contributing $100. Okay, leave $100. That's too much. Say now we have 40,000 people in a room. So many influencers, have more than 40,000. And they used to do class and all these things, and it limits people. So, okay, we have 40,000 in a room, and this 40,000 are to just contribute $10. You have 40,000 people following a particular page. Also, you guys should also try and follow the direction on X. I think the page is also live. You can just follow and then stay updated. So, back to what I'm saying. You have 40,000 people in a room, and everybody just contributes $10. I don't know if $10 is difficult to get, but it's about 14K. It's just $10. That's $400,000 you just contributed. Oh. You know what $400,000 can build? Can build any project from the scratch. Just say you are going to be struggling with marketing and some other things, but to build that project up, you have built it. And there's something you guys should start understanding about building. Building is not by who get money. Yes, you need money, you need capital, you need how to start. Then when you start building, you need people to push that shit you are building. It's not only you that will push it. That's why Michael is even telling you that billionaires have started telling you have to be true to yourself. What are you building? Why are you building what you are building? Be sincere to yourself, be sincere to your audience. Your audience will see you, you see your audience, you see where you come in, you know the value is in your head. God put it in your head, Abby. Try to express it to them. Once you start expressing it to them, they start seeing the possibilities in that your idea. They key into it. And with this DAO system now, you don't need to be disturbing yourself to go and be looking for equity buyers. I don't know how many of you watch Shark Tanks. You see what those guys, they mess people up, but they will help you. They will help you actually, but they will mess you up because they'll try to fund you, but at the same time start taking your equity and your shares. And before you even get to the stage at which you are aiming to, you start seeing yourself, you're not making profit though, but your business is booming, but it looks like you have to still pay loans till a certain stage. Meanwhile, with the DAO system, you can just get these funds, build what you are building. Everybody is seeing it, and it's so transparent that if you're making, even if it's a 1% move, that 1% is shared with everybody in the DAO system. So imagine you come up with an idea, or let's say the DAO system votes an idea, say, okay, let's build something. I mean, everybody in Nigeria now is complaining there's no job, there's no work. We're trying to do freelancing. Maybe some people are on Fiverr, some people are on Upwork. Upwork is giving you some silly rules. Fiverr is trying to restrict you because of your country and your region. But now you come together in the DAO, say, oh, have fun, I'm going to build something now. If you do this shit, you build something. Now, what you are building, say, is trying to like give thousands of Nigerians jobs at their home. Say, okay, maybe you name it Seawork, all right. All you just do is to go there, create an account, try to make sure that every damn thing, like anything you want to do as a work is there, and then there's a payment system for it, but your work can be vetted, and then each work that you do, there will be a system that will vet that work, and then you get paid. With time, projects to start coming to invest in those kind of projects and start seeing, okay, these people can actually, give us audience. Just like what Kaito did. Sometimes pay attention to what does the project want from you. Stop paying attention to what will the project give you. Ask yourself, why do you want me? When you start asking those kind of questions, Binance that you are seeing that are at the top today, nobody still asking what does Binance want from me. Baba, they want your money. If you start understanding this thing deep down, yes, they are giving you a service. They are providing you, speed, their chain, meme coins, their coin is going up, coming down. But you should still understand that what they are interested in is your money. And with time, they are growing. Understand that the more marketing they are doing, the more that they are pushing themselves as quality and reputable, the more users they get. The more users they get. Bybit now is following suit. We are seeing Backpack coming. They're also still coming, I guess. So many projects are coming. Polymarket, they are very good in their marketing. If you're observing what happened in that Joshua and Jake Paul fight, you see they were wearing Joshua that Polymarket's eyes. You think they did it for joke? That's premium marketing right there. Are you seeing this stuff on my head? That's premium marketing right there. So what I'm trying to say is that we should start keying into both helping each other. Let's say someone is building a project. You can just be your own marketer for that person. You don't need that person to come and meet you. Push that shit. If there's a referral system behind that thing, push it. You don't know how Majid is to do this thing, but when he sees a project and he wants to target that project, I don't want to shield a secret, though. I want to just give you insights. He will go and do his deep digging inside that project and look for their flaws. Imagine the project is trying to come out, you are looking for their flaws. Come and tell you, Baba, see, Mona work on this aspect. What is he doing? He's giving them his value. So they're not even seeing him as a bad belly. No, they're seeing him as this guy, if he spot our fault. So this guy go good and join our team in case we get any other fault. That is it. When you start providing those kind of value, you are self-employing yourself. You understand? I'm not saying you should go ahead start doing free jobs up and down. You may do free jobs all your life, but learn how to give quality value and come together and build things. Even if you guys don't take what I say here, like it or not, someone will do it. I may still go ahead and do it, but just know that you should start moving in a direction that will reward you in the nearest future. Your children are coming. Most of us already have kids. Most of us, we are grandparents already. This is 2026. A new wave have started. If you don't know, just know now. Young people are going to be doing crazy things now. You can even check on TikTok. You start seeing small children from the age of 5, 6, 7. They're already going famous, even more than Emanuela back then. It's because why? The wave is changing. And I will be so glad and happy that we that are among this generation are so impactful on this change. Because you may feel like AI is coming to take over your jobs until you make the job difficult for the AI to take over. You don't understand? As soon as the billionaires, they are finding way to make you consume their AI. What if you tell them that no, we don't need your AI? In fact, we're not even going in that AI line. We have what we want to build, we have what we are looking at, and we are going for what we are going for. We're not coming to consume your product. To hell with you with your product. You see, an AI, we'll build our own AI, and our own AI will be in the fear and likeness of God, not in the way of the devil. Because I don't understand the AI that Elon Musk and co are building these days. How will you be building AI for sexual? I don't even understand
You
because
never
all
see
these
that
things
one
are
for
easy for
the one on TikTok. All those AI on TikTok.
guys. I
No, no,
tire, oh,
Nigeria,
I
you get
tire,
that.
I tire. If they build AI, make boys they fall in love with your phone. Like, bro, we are fighting people that do masturbation and pornography. You are building this one now. Wow. So what I'm saying is we should start thinking big. Most of us, we have this thing inside us that we are made for more. I'm giving you a direction that you can key into. Like I've said before, follow the page, the direction on X, so that you get information and you know how to follow up with what we are doing. Secondly, community, not numbers, community. And once you are in a DAO community, your voice matters. Some of you will be asking, okay, this DAO that you are preaching so much, is there no disadvantage? There is disadvantage in everything. No, there is disadvantages in everything. One thing I'll tell you is that the DAO is transparent. So if you're low in contribution, you really may not have much to say because whales dominating everywhere. So someone that has more funds may be able to raise his vote more than other people. But if you are a partaker from an early stage, you tend to rank up with time when you keep on participating. Sometimes your participation may not only be in terms of bringing funds into whatever the project is doing. Your participation may be like, okay, you have a skill and maybe you're very good in that skill. You can use your skill to impact the project that are coming up. That way, the DAO system creates a kind of reward that it will just significantly reward you for helping the project while it was growing. I work with so many of these ideology when I sabi, but I don't know how to keep on pushing myself out there because I don't really like those clout and fame and all those. There's one guy you know on base, Chikash. That guy is very good when it comes to raising young people. What he does is simple. He will just scout, look for quality and then enthusiastic, people that have skill, graphic designers, trade writers, people that can handle space, people that can resource for information. He kind of connect himself to that energy. Why is he doing it? Them now may not believe in themselves, they cannot pull millions, they cannot pull numbers. But when he's telling you what he has or what he has accomplished, what is possible, the connect, because he's very, very strong with the CEO of Base. When I mean he's strong, that guy if he call CEO of Base this night, CEO of Base go pick answer him. Is that strong? But what I'm saying is Gcash should bring this energy towards himself, exhibit that energy of growth inside all these people, and them also believing in his vision and his growth. They will do the work, and later on with time, they start seeing the results in their life. He has used me as practical example because back then I used to try to, work with him, see how he's growing, and try to get connect. And while I was with him, I was understanding that sometimes don't focus in collecting money for a certain job. Focus in getting access to some certain people because access is always there, but money is scarce. It may not come every time. And when you have that stigma to yourself that you too they charge, when someone knows you as somebody that is to charge, they find a replacement for you immediately. I'm not here to preach you. I'm just here to give you the message and the direction. I think we've said a lot this night. Let's digest this one. Michael, let's bring it back home, sir. Not to talk plenty. Maybe person not go to
I
say
think you have actually said it. You have actually said it all. And honestly, I don't really have because this space has been we have talked for more than 2 hours now. So like I said, when I started this live, I said that the essence of this thing is just the direction. What do you think? What we as hosts actually think, or the direction of moving forward? You know, especially this year. What we have actually learned last year, 2025, and how are we going to implement ourselves or our life this year to improve better. So for me, I've actually said my own part, you know, being grateful to myself and my community, and also, you know, doing my best. And one thing I forgot to say is that when you say doing your best, some people say, okay, doing my best, I'm not killing myself. I've actually tried. Excuse me, please. Come on, get out. Okay, sorry. That was my um when I say something about doing your doing your best, some people feel like, okay, I'm doing my best. I also want to tell you this: no matter how best you think you are doing, just know that somebody next to you, or somebody making much money than you, is doing times 10 of whatever the best they are doing. So if you're doing your best, keep doing your best. Like, do extra of your best. So that's actually what one thing I plan to do this year. I'm not praising myself. Okay, I've tried. I must write things that I want to do, and I must make sure to achieve it, no matter if I have to even die on it. And I'm not saying I'm going to kill myself on it. So, but I want to get extra mile, because just like Majid said that he's a man, a one-man squad. So he's editing the video, he's actually writing the script, he's also there when we invited Majid here. He also came and also gave us also gave us some alpha to go home. Okay, now you are saying bring up Majid here. I'm not seeing Majid here. I think maybe it's from either from my network or from his own. So he's there. Imagine somebody actually being everywhere, still have time for his also for the daily life. But meanwhile, me when I even after this phase, I feel like I don't tire. So no matter what the best, I just know that some people do times 10 of it. So I plan to be like most of these people that actually do times 10 of this. I want to work myself. I want to work very hard this year. And also, you know, if I have a belief, I want to stick with that belief. Because last year, there was a time last year where I was going, you know, when I was going, I started having doubts, you know. When they said that doubts, once you start having doubts, you're doomed to fail. Or doubts lead to damnation. You know, sometimes when we keep going on something, like say that thing, you will fail on that thing. So when once something, for the fact that that thing has not happened, keep believing in it, keep working hard on it. It will work. So I used to see somebody say, okay, man, this thing, are you sure this thing will work? Something that you have been working for, let's say 5 months, and now you feel like, okay, maybe it's someone say something like this, and you start feeling like, okay, will this thing work? It happened to me during Avantis time. There was a time many people said, you better leave this thing to not work. You better leave this thing to not work. That the founders are Indians, that, you know, all these things. That people start talking all this nonsense things. And sometimes I wanted to have that doubt, but the thing is that I told myself in a year. So why should it? Why is it this 1 month that is remaining, or this is it 2 months that is remaining I'll start lacking? No, never. So if you want to have a belief on something, take this is leads to damnation. If you don't want to be damned, keep believing and keep trusting. Trust what you are doing. So that is it for me. And also, I'll take from what Tuche said earlier that, you know, I also invest on what I can afford to lose. No nonsense investing this year. No useless investing this year. You better invest in people than just invest on that coin. Invest it on those. You know, invest on your friends. Invest on your workers. You will actually you will see the benefit more from just investing on just a random coin or random something. So someone I know just told me that his hope just increased. Well, your hope will increase, though. Your hope will increase this year, man. That thing, it must pay. It must pay. So that's what I want to say. And if you're also in my community, I'll also be holding a kind of a light either today or tomorrow or next tomorrow on my Telegram. So that will also be a kind of for my community members this time around. So I will also give you guys the plans I have for you guys this year. So if you're not actually in my community, you can just go to you can just join. I don't know, but just move to Telegram, because the live will just be on Telegram. It's not be, because this live is actually happening on 3 platforms. I think Twitter, Facebook, and Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. But this time we're going to be on YouTube, Telegram. So I want to share with you guys plans I have. Yeah, it's also on TikTok. So these 4 places. So on Saturday, or that is on Sunday, this live, I'm going to share my plans for you guys. So that is it, and that's what I have to say. So Mindali, you can now finalize and let's conclude.
Okay, I'm not saying much. Again. Not much preaching. So all I'll just say is try to support yourselves, support your friends. Always give positive energy. Yeah. Stop saying, why should we do it?
Pray to God. Yeah, you cannot pray to God. Pray to God.
Now God, they show person what he go become. If you ask many people, would they believe that they will be where they will tell you they do not believe it though. But once God shows it to you, now you believe and you start. That is it now. Shall I tell you say go buy car? You be there, doubt me. What of which I tell you that you say that video where they shoot, so that video will get thousands of views. They doubt me, but now see everything is manifesting. So prayer is key so that God can guide everyone to become. Always show support in so many ways you can. It can be in prayer, can be in financial support. You may not get the reward that you are looking for from that same person, but there's a way the universe just does it. It rewards you in certain ways that it's unimaginable. That is the power of the divine. You get? I told you I'm not here to preach, but just know that there's a force that is greater than the natural. It happens, it works. Sometimes people just tend to make you feel like religion is corrupting, the message. But bro, religion has nothing to do with the message. Know God for how you can know God. Know Christ how you can know Christ. And then, live your life. I still say it again, we are actually taking the mantle to Africa, or let's say Nigeria itself in particular, because now we the fire. We're taking the mantle very soon, and I want all of us to be on our toes. Support yourselves. You don't need someone to pay you to do a video for that person. If you notice, people that are actually doing well on YouTube now, there are people that they see a good content, they kind of like review that content of that person and just give review, and that video does better even than the person that actually uploaded the content. So you're showing light to that person's page, and at the same time you also notice that's a good content you can engage on. So you just like you're watching the content and you're giving your review live on your video. So it's more like you are collabing with that person and at the same time to pushing that person also, and still getting your own self interactions. That person is supporting, and at the same time as he's supporting, is also growing his own page. So let's do more of that this year, yeah? Let's try to build and do great things. I believe so much in what we are doing and our direction. So we call it a night. I want to make I go find child job.
Okay.
All right, I'm Mike now.
So, yeah, thank you everyone that joined. Thank you everyone across all
W's in the fucking chat. Let's go.
Thank you. So I will see my community members on Telegram on Sunday. So bye. Have a very good weekend. Bye, everyone.
Sharp.